Hello everyone, look what I've got. I have got the newest BX-23, which is Phoenix Wing. So this is like a starter box, but what is special is that the launcher that is coming with it, it's a string launcher. So this is like one of the more anticipated Beyblades that people have been looking out for and waiting for its release, because it's apparently one of the heavier ones. So as we know, the heavy blade means it can deliver like more impactful damage to other Beyblades. Yeah, so this together with its beat, so you can see Phoenix Wing 960 GF, which is supposed to be like very aggressive. So entirely this whole thing is very aggressive, and I have actually tested out with it already. So I've actually already opened this box up to do some test run with Silencier. So you can actually see his video about beating two of the same Beyblade, which is the Phoenix Wing, together. My overall verdict is using this stock is very aggressive. It catches on to the gimmick of the stadium very easily because of how the beat is being structured. The whole beat is actually just the lines itself. I'm not sure what is it called, the thread or something like that. And the thing is, if it's launched very hard and if launched flat, right, it's very easily for this to self KO. If let's say when you're doing the X dash, when there's no opponent there, it's very easy to go into the pocket, or it's very easy to self extreme finish. So it's a very risky combo. But what I've found out is that if I were to launch this tilted, it will negate some of that risk away. Another thing I want to talk about is the string launcher. So the string launcher, we have tested it out with the black string launcher, BX-18. So we have compared it and we realized that the red launcher, the maximum length of the string is actually shorter than the black one. So depending on how you use the string launcher, if let's say you utilize the entire length of the string launcher, right, then this might have a slight disadvantage because it's slightly shorter. But however, if you don't use the full length of the string launcher itself, then probably it wouldn't matter that much. This box is retailing in Singapore for $25.99, so just treat it as $26. This is an early release that we've gotten from Toys R Us Vivo City. Thanks to Silencier for getting one copy of this for me. Because one thing about the blade itself, so during the first few sparring with Silencier's Phoenix Wing itself, within like 2-3 matches, we can see that there's obvious coating being removed away from the blade itself. So you can see it's like patches of metal being revealed. So we call this like the battle scar of the Phoenix Wing itself. Progress to play with like strong hitting Beyblades like Shark Edge, Drawn Sword. The paint got scripted off more and more visibly, so it can give the Phoenix Wing a bit of personality, a bit of characteristic. But if you're like OCD, you will feel very uncomfortable with how the battle scar looks like on the blade itself. So this is how my Beyblade looks like after like maybe 10 rounds. So from the top itself, it's not that obvious, but you can see like part of the metal is actually showing already. And then when you start to look at the side, you can see that all these are all the various contact points. So I believe along the way, as this is being utilized more and more, it will have most of the paint scraped off. I'm just using this as like my better bay, so I probably will get one more when it's officially launched, just to keep it as like a display set. So you can see that it's running the 960 ratchet as well as the grid flat. So you can see from the ratchet itself, right, you can see that there's like a lot of bumps around. So it's supposed to have 9 of these like these protruding bumps, but in general it looks pretty like circular to me. So as this number increase, I would think that ultimately it will become like a smooth ratchet. And then this is the grid flat. So it looks like flat, but it has instead of this grid line or this grid line stopping halfway, right? It goes actually all the way. So this actually catches on the stadium gimmick very well. But one thing we have noted that all of our grid flat bits, right, suffered from some kind of like damage upon a few use. So you can see that it's quite bad lah. You can see that this part it looks like it's being chewed off. Quality wise, I wouldn't say this is very good. But it is what it is. So this bit, right, what I feel that is super aggressive. So I've placed this onto drawn sword, drawn dagger, shark gauge. It really makes whatever that it is comboed with, right, very aggressive and very hard to control. So one thing to note is really when we launch this very hard, right, it's a very high risk that this was self KO with this bit. So I will recommend that if we want to run Phoenix Wing, right, we probably have to change this to another, maybe a flat or another aggressive bit. But I feel that as of now, grid flat is not its playstyle at least is not what I like, because it's too aggressive, it's too unpredictable unless you launch it with a tilt, with a slight tilt, which I mentioned earlier. But I believe launching it as a slight tilt resulted in the bit damage. So probably so there is like pro and cons to it, but I feel that the quality of the bit is not very good lah. So I will run a few tests.
3, 2, 1, go. This is soft launch. For soft launch, it's generally fine. Now try hard launch. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, we can see that it's self KO.